Hello everybody, this is Violet Thorn from High Cards. I hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's video, I have another episode of my Pokemon tier list. With today's episode, we'll be looking at the Pokemon introduced in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So these are the Pokemon that are new to those games. This isn't including the DLC expansions Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. They will be their own separate videos. This is just from the base game, Sword and Shield. So we have S, A, B, C, D, E, and F. S for top quality, best ones, and F for worst ones. Simple enough. Now, I just want to say straight up, S is reserved for one Pokemon, just because it is above all else. But we'll get to that when it comes. So let us begin. First off, we have the Grookey line, Grookey, Thwackey, and Rillaboom. I've decided that I want to start doing the Evo lines together so I don't drag out the video as much. So Grookey is C, B, and C. I've always thought Thwackey has a really good design. Don't know why. Grookey and Rillaboom are average enough starters, but Thwackey I've always liked it. Don't know why. The Scorbunny line. So being Scorbunny, Raboot, and Cinderace. Raboot and Cinderace. So Cinderace is a top quality, really nice design final starter. Not my favourite, but it is my favourite out of the three. Scorbunny is fine, but I've never really liked it. Rabbits are my least favourite animal, so I have a bit of bias towards it, and Raboot is absolutely horrible. Hate its design. Sobble line, Sobble, Drizzle, and Inteleon. Sobble is my favourite of the base starter. Drizzle is my second favourite of the mid starter. And Inteleon was my second favourite of the fully evolved starter. I think this line is pretty good, though Inteleon I believe should have been more like Drizzle. Don't know why they went with whatever their inspiration was. But I think it's fine regardless. I just wish the theme that Sobble and Drizzle had could have carried on a bit better. Squovette and Greedent. C and D. Never particularly liked either of them. Rookie D, Corvisquire, and Corviknight I think are fine enough. I don't have any problem with them. I think they're actually quite good. I think I did use one in my second playthrough, I'm not exactly sure. Blipbug, Dottler, and Orbeetle. Same, I might have used one, I don't think I did, in one of my playthroughs. I think they're okay. Nickit and Thievul, I think are awesome. Oh, I love these two. Absolutely love them. I did a very long shiny hunt for Nickit and I ended up getting it. Gossifleur and Eldegoss. Love them both. Did a very long shiny hunt for Gossifleur and I did end up not getting it. Yeah, it's been years and I have yet to get the shiny Gossifleur. I'm still going every now and then. Wooloo and Dubwool. It can go on B. I think they're fine. I don't really have any strong opinions on them. I want to say C, but I will give them B. I think they're okay. Choodle and Dreadnought. Actually, Choodle, never liked Choodle. And Dreadnought can stay there, can go down there. Dreadnought's okay. Top, just middle of the line. Choodle is absolutely terrible. I never liked its face. It's just and the proportion of its head to its body is not my cup of tea. Boltund and Yamper. Yamper is C, Boltund is B. It gets better with the Evo in my opinion. I've always quite liked Boltund. I believe no, I didn't use him in one of my teams, I don't think. Roly-Coly, C, D, and C. I think that's fair. These three, I've never really had any strong opinions on them. I think they're okay. Applin, Flapple, and Appleton, B. I was able to get a shiny Gigantamax version of both of them, so I have a bit of bias towards them. But I think they're both fine in my opinion. Silicobra and Sandaconda. I've loved these ever since I first saw them. Wowzers. And the Gigantamax form is amazing. That also goes for Cramorant. It doesn't have a Gigantamax form. I just love its design. Arrokuda and Barraskewda. I quite like these two. I think they're underrated. I think they're pretty neat. Toxel and Toxtricity. Never liked Toxel's design. I prefer the blue Toxtricity to the yellow. Don't like Toxel, its design is the lightning aesthetic on its forehead is just not great in my opinion. Blue Toxtricity is just, my opinion, better design. Nothing wrong with yellow, just I think blue is better designed for what they're going for. The Center Scorch, I know. Sizzlepede and Center Scorch. I think it's okay. I think Center Scorch is awesome design. Sorry, has an awesome design. I've just thought it was a pain to encounter it on the route where you could get it, though you can get it easily from the fire gym. The Clobbopus, and I forget this one's name. I don't like that one, nor do I really care about that one. Yeah, it's been a while since I've consistently played Sword and Shield, so I don't really have an opinion on these two. I really would have only got them to complete my decks. Now for Sinistea and Poltergeist, that can go there, and that can go there. A few of these I wouldn't mind promoting to S, but that spot, as I said, is reserved for someone special. So I thought tea is my favourite drink, something a Pokemon based off tea. That's an A+ in my books. The Hatenna line, Hatenna, Hatterene, and Hatrine. I must have got the pronunciation of the line wrong at some point or another. I used them in, I want to say, my second playthrough, as I always like to have one fairy type in every playthrough, and I loved it. I think it is an awesome Pokemon, and its Pokédex entries are actually quite intriguing. It's worth a read up if you ever get time. The Impidimp line. There we go. Impidimp actually can go down to D. Grimmsnarl is C and Morgrem is F. Never been the biggest fan of this line, though I do have a shiny Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, which when I do my Gigantamax and shiny Gigantamax video, they'll be higher. Base Grimmsnarl just isn't my cup of tea. Impidimp, I'm gonna have to demote it to E. I don't like it. Never liked it. And it has my favourite colour as its base colour. That hurts. And Morgrem is just not my cup of tea. It is not great in my opinion. Obstagoon. High B. I think it is a great Evo for the Linoon to finally get an Evo, though being the Galarian Linoon, of course. Berserker, oh my goodness, I love it. And now with Scarlet and Violet out, the Berserker strat in raids is really fun. So I love it, I really do. Cursula, I will put it nicely there. Cursula is really fun to use. Like, I don't really understand strats and battles and all the moves and stuff. I just like Pokemon for their aesthetics, if they're cute or cool. And I just think it's fun to use in battle because it looks cool, sinister. I like it. Mr. Rhyme can go nicely there. I've never really liked the Mr. Rhyme line, but I think it's not the worst, but not good. Yeah. Runerigus, this is an awesome concept for a Pokemon. They really did good with new Evos or split Evos. Not really split Evos, but Galarian forms. Melkery can go in A. Melkery is adorable. Never really, like, I've thought it was okay, won't deny. It can go top A actually, only because of one reason, but we'll get to that in a moment. I think it's okay, it's adorable. And instantly when I saw it, I knew it had to evolve into Alcremie. And now that we're speaking of Alcremie, S tier. Alcremie is my favourite Pokemon of all time, and I knew it was the instant I first saw it. It will always be my favourite no Pokemon in Scarlet Violet or the expansions of Topter. I think it is adorable. I love all of its different edit, like colour, flavour styles. It is so cool. And now for Phalanx is B. I've always liked its design. Pincurchin, A. So rabbits are my least favourite animal, but sea urchins are my favourite animal. Simple enough, that's the main reason that I love sea urchins. Snom, B, Frostmoth, high A, off high B, yeah. I like the Snom line, Snom's adorable, Frostmoth is elegant, good stuff. Stonejournal, high B, Ice Q. This form can go on Sue, and Ice Q can go in high A. So I've grouped these all together because Ice Q and Stonejournal were version exclusives. So Stonejournal, awesome concept for a Pokemon, and they really pulled it off in my opinion. So deserves to be. And Ice Q, don't really like this form of it, but that's fine. Ice Q in this form, I love it so very much. I actually got 2 shinies of it in raids, and I just have always loved it. Indeedee, I've just never liked its design, honestly. I think they had something great, but it's just very bland in my opinion. So E. Morpeko. I don't really care about it. Really don't. Cufant and Copperaja. Really want a shiny one of the Copperaja line. And I'll probably put it there. I think they both are B midline, really good stuff. But honestly, midline isn't bad. It's more or less just dropping everything down 1 tier that, in a way, I'm dropping most things down 1 tier just to give Alcremie the S tier to herself. The 4 fossils, don't remember their names, because they can be a tad bit difficult to remember in my opinion. We have you. Yes, you. Okay, so you can maybe see a drastic difference in there. So I use these two fossils on my teams in various playthroughs, and I've loved them. I have a personal favourite towards this one. I think it's the best design fossil, one of my favourite fossil Pokemon of all time. This one I know it was in, I think it's Dracofish, it was in the anime. I've watched a little bit of it. Ash's one is pretty cool. These two I just don't like the design. The bodies don't merge with the head all too well in my opinion. Duraludon, I think it's always been a pretty alright one. Put it at top C. The Dreepy line, ho ho ho. Oh, that's good. One of my, probably my favourite pseudo-legendary. I'll have to do a pseudo-legendary tier list one day. Oh, actually fun story about Dreepy. I got a shiny Dreepy after a astounding 2 eggs using the Masuda method. So that was fun. The battle forms, or maybe crown forms of the legendaries, Zacian. I've always liked Zacian. Zamazenta, I think it's fine. At top of B. I probably prefer this version of Zamazenta. And then, we'll cover the couple legendaries. So these two, I've always liked the this version of Zamazenta opposed to this one. Always thought it was a better form in my opinion, just don't really have any particular reason. The colours I think are better. The aesthetic just in general looks more like a wolf, which I like. Zacian I've always loved. It's a big old wolf carrying a sword in its mouth and I think that is neat. This version I just don't like. It looks like it's wearing a dress or something. I don't know. Eternatus, oh my god, one of the best legendaries of all time. Wowzers. I'm probably just a bit excited to talk about Eternatus. It wouldn't be my second favourite Pokemon in this gen, but it might end up being. I love talking about Eternatus. I just think its design and the history about it, it's just a simple literal design of it, how they modelled it. I really like it. And the colours in general are just amazing. But this is the final list for all the Pokemon introduced in the Sword and Shield base games. So this time, the pros seem to outweigh the cons. There aren't all too many cons, let's more or less say D and below, opposed to A basically outnumbering all those 3 tiers, so the positives are more in the favour of this gen. Yeah, I like to think that. But by the looks of it, it seems like later parts of the Evo line, was a lot of Evo lines were broken up. Like Impidimp, Morgrim here, but Grimmsnarl's there. The first of the Clobberburs, the middle of the Roly-Coly, Greedon. So yeah, a lot of Evo lines, parts I liked, parts I didn't. But this has been today's video. This has been Violet Thorn from High Cards, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.